walking the path of heaven, the man who will rule everything, Soji Tendo.
Hey everybody, Monkey King here, bringing you a new Figuart review. So today we're going to be looking at Kamen Rider Kabuto. Probably one of the more popular of the Kamen Riders, and he's a favorite of mine as well. Mostly due to the simple design of this character. His armor is just, though yes it is simple, oh those compound eyes, lovely. But just the simplicity of him, I think, makes him more impressive. He doesn't need all these flashy gimmicks and all that. This is probably my favorite form of Kabuto. And the Zector could be painted a little better. The inside especially, but it's no biggie. The horn, however, does not move, which is a little sad. He also has die-cast metal in his feet, which have etchings of sneakers. Or the soles of sneakers. I know you cannot hear that, but that is metal. He has metal in his legs, or his feet, and little metal panels on his sides as well. However, I do believe Kamen Rider Kabuto was one of the first Figuarts made, don't quote me on that, but he's very different from the more recent Figuarts, say Shinken Red, who is all plastic. While Kabuto has some metal in it, which is impressive. It does help keep a little bit of stability on the figure. Even the shoulder panels move, and I'm not really sure, but I think they might be just a tad bit magnetic. But it really does help get him in some really, really nice posing. So let's just go ahead and move Shinkenger out of the way. His accessory count, however, is a little lacking. It mostly comes down to, well, some hands and some weapons. Of course, you have the standard open displayed fists and the closed fists. All of his fists do have the same pattern. It's like a P. Comes with his grabbing things hand, which has a little bit of plastic between the thumb and the index finger, and there's a reason for that, but we'll get to that later. And then you have his classic pointing to the heavens hand. If you're a fan of Kabuto, you'll really recognize that, because he ends up doing that a lot right before he kicks some butt. So we're going to go ahead and switch some hands, move to weapons. This is one of his weapons, or I guess you could say two of his weapons. It's his both axe and his gun. Really, really neat, and I really like it. And my favorite, his kunai. I don't know why the kunai is probably my favorite of his weapons. It just is. And then here you have his blaster. Now he can just be. There's that little bit of groove in there where as I mentioned before, the plastic fits in there, giving it a nice tight grip. And now, as you can see, you can hold it quite well. Even the finger gets in the trigger. And so now I can be all like pow pow, shooting some villains up like there's no tomorrow, being all the awesome Kamen Rider that we all know he is. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Kabuto? That's what I thought. Everybody loves Kabuto. Now all you gotta do to go to axe mode is just simply switch it around, and there's a little handle where he just kind of grips onto. I forgot to mention, he comes with two holding things hands, so he can hold both weapons in either hand, and now he's ready to chop some fools up, because that's what he does, and he does it quite well too.
As you can see, the posability, as I've said many times in this video, is quite awesome. Nothing holds Kabuto back from being simply amazing. Not even Shinken Red can stop the pure awesomeness that flows freely from Kabuto. And now, we move from gun and axe to my personal favorite, the kunai weapon. I don't know what it is, it's just something about this kunai weapon just makes me, it's just awesome. Probably not as awesome as the Rekadai Zanto, but it still is pretty impressive. Yes, while his accessory count is a little lacking, Kabuto makes up for it in his posability and just overall personality of the figure. I have to give this guy a perfect 5 out of 5. Well, this is the Monkey King saying, review on.